is a man's world.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Single Man's Commission podcast. You're here with me, your favorite one of the two, Rigersi and Samuel. We have here Apo. Apo, Apa.
No, Apo.
Apo. Don't sue us, Nickelodeon. Or I'm gonna sick Dan Schneider on you. Anyway, we're here to talk about the special places in Albania where you can go for tourism. These are cities or just the beauties of nature, archaeological places with a lot of history behind them, or just very, very, very beautiful. So we are going to start with. Let's start with Shkodra. I'm taking it from here, Shkodra. First, you want what?
No, first, just to clarify why we chose this topic.
Because we really wanted to see Albania because it's cool.
Yeah, okay. A list of beautiful places. Okay, we can start with cities or.
Let's start with Shkodra, for example, one of the most well-known Albanian cities. It has been the epicenter of the culture in Albania for a very long time, especially the north of Albania, because it has always been in between the Byzantine Empire and the Roman Empire, later in between the Christian part of the world and the Muslim part of the world. In the middle of Shkodra there is a church and a mosque, which is a perfect symbol of the religious harmony in Albania, since we don't really have religious infighting. There are a couple of extremists, I would say, here and there, but it's nothing too serious.
There's no pigs in the forest.
Yeah, in this forest, no pigs as far as it goes there. There is also a theater there, one of the...
Mijeni.
Yeah, the theater of Mijeni, one of the first, if not the first city in Albania to have a theater troupe. Yeah. It was at first administered by the church, but then it was people of the community. They just wanted to do something to give something emotional for the viewers to watch, because back then there were no Netflix back then. So yeah, they wanted
for you young guys today.
Yes. So they wanted to do something nice for the community. There is the carnivals that came from Vienna there.
Yeah. As well, we have the Shkodra Lake, which is the largest
lake in Albania.
The largest lake in Albania, and we know that sometimes things go out of hand, and when rainy days come, Shkodra transforms from Shkodra to Venice.
Yes. Because the floods. We can't handle the floods. Another city.
Also Shkodra has the castle of Rozafa.
The castle of Rozafa. There is a beautiful legend surrounding that castle. Thank you for reminding me. So this woman, Rozafa, was the bride of the youngest son of three brothers. Each one of them had their own wives, but they wanted to put together a castle, but they couldn't seem to get it right. So they asked a witch in their village, and she said one of you has to sacrifice their wives by cementing her in the stone walls of the castle.
It was a witch or a wizard?
A witch.
A witch?
Yes.
So
a striga.
Striga. So women just
hate other women.
Hate other women.
Yes.
It's not just a theory.
Calm down, Andrew Tate.
No. I've left Andrew Tate to you, but it's a.
Okay, can I go on with the story?
Nah, but if you read the story, it's not pervy. So for any other perverts watching this podcast, please don't do it.
Okay. Leave the funny to me. Now, they had to sacrifice one of their wives. So they made a pact they said the first of our wives to come give us our lunch when we were working on the castle, we're going to cement her there. But the two eldest brothers, they gave their besa. Their two eldest brothers didn't keep their besa, and they told their wives about their plans. The youngest brother didn't. So she comes here because the other wives pushed her to. She comes here to give them the food. She finds out she's going to be cemented, and she's fine with it. but she said, please leave my right leg outside, the right side of my body outside. The right leg outside so I can sit my kid there, the right hand outside so I can
Put him to sleep.
put him to sleep.
To
You,
hold him,
you know
to hold
this
him.
gesture.
To
To
hold
hold
him.
him. Thank you very much.
And
because
to breastfeed him as well.
Yes, the right breast outside so I can breastfeed him, and the right part of the face outside so I can see him.
So at
That's
the
the
end
legend behind
so
it.
at the end of the day, it's a story about boobies. So
Get the fuck
again, again, it's not a pervy story. Besides that,
You made it perfect, you fucking idiot.
It's not pervy.
You fucking idiot.
I'm the voice of the people.
No, you're not the voice
People
of the.
are interested.
No, you're the voice of the perverts.
As well, Shkodra has produced a lot of writers. Not going into, but Mijene, George Fishta, the greatest.
Fist are the two most notable.
Pietro,
writers.
also some other monks, Pietro Bogdani and Frank Bardi. We have a lot.
Yes, a lot of writers, but the most notable ones are Mijeni and George Fist.
And George Fishta. So Shkodra is very beautiful, and last years I've read a lot of vlogs and news that Shkodra is becoming more and more attractive for tourists. A lot of
We hope.
our friend from Shkodra said that there are a lot of Airbnbs
Yes, in Scotland.
going every day, so it's a sign.
Yes, we've got to get some Airbnbs as well, away from Tirana.
Away from Tirana. Okay, again, away from Tirana, we'll talk about a little bit Shëngjin and Leja,
Yes.
which we are going down the road.
Yes.
Oh, I threw my notes.
Just go on.
So, as we're going down, we have Leja and Shëngjin. By the way, you want the bad news or you want the historic fact?
The historic fact first.
Okay, so in Leja, the most known date is 2 March 1444, which is called the Covenant or the Congress of Leja, or we call in Albania Beslidia.
Yes.
And it was held by our national hero and our
George Castrios
Skanderbeu, and our greatest military leader. He held it, so he need to make or persuade all the princes with their territories to unite as one, so they could fight and resist the Ottoman Empire. And they had to do it by joining together in military, in taxes, and as well in his political views, we can say, and his alliances. And Beslidia was formed, he was the leader, and we resisted Ottoman Empire for 25 years.
Yes. After his death, they invaded us again.
Yeah.
Because we can't keep a good thing going. But anything else for Leja? There is a beautiful beach in Leja called Shëngjin.
Shëngjin.
It's one of my favorite beaches. I hope they have not ruined it as well with industrialization. Please tell me they haven't ruined it.
A little bit.
Fuck.
And the bad news.
What
in,
the fuck did we do?
in Albania, the last fire station, we can say,
Shëngjini?
in Shëngjin. They put a fire and the police
They put a fire?
Police is suspecting right now. We have only allegations right now. We don't have any kind of clear answer. But also bad news is that from June to July we have 20 cases of fire around Albania. And the last one was Malic on the forest there, and in Shëngjin, which some say it's heat, some say it's are people, but they can't. It's a little bit difficult to clarify the situation, but as we know, we do shit for no fucking reason.
Yeah, it's for shits and giggles because we're fucking stupid.
I was standing one night without sleep and I was thinking why we do that, and I
We're
came
stupid.
yeah, I had just two answers. We are either sociopaths or psychopaths that get excitement and pleasure from burning something and making other lives,
No.
other people's life difficult, or we're stupid.
No. It's
Yeah.
pure, unadulterated ignorance.
Ignorance?
Yes.
So so you agree with Plato that ignorance is the root of the evil,
Yes.
of all evil.
But speaking of pleasure, and the Bastille of pleasure from Skanderbeg brings us to Kruja, his city, the castle of Kruja, one of the most desirable tourist destinations in Albania. There's a lot of history behind it. If you want to check out the history of Skanderbeg, please do go on because it's a very beautiful story.
Yeah.
Just know that he is one of the most important names in the history of not just Albania, because he is the most important name in the history of Albania, but also mankind, because what Skanderbeg did in cooperation with Vlad Dracula from Romania
And Janos Hunyadi.
and
They
Janos
formed the
Hunyadi.
triangle of Balkans.
Yes,
And
to
they
keep
went
the
to-
Ottomans at bay, which gave Europe time to improve their life
Yeah.
there and change a lot of things and get better militaristic support for alliances and to unfortunately colonize the rest of the world.
For your information, the Ottomans didn't go anywhere beyond the
Balkans.
gate. No, the gates of Vienna. They went one
Yes.
time, they lost, I think, or they went two times. They won and they lost, but still they went back on mostly governing mostly
The Balkans.
the Balkans, some types of some places in North Africa.
North Africa, yes.
Algeria, Egypt,
Algeria, Egypt.
Morocco, and those.
Yes.
But as well, we forgot.
Okay,
that-
we're here to talk about Albania.
yeah, it's our part. 500 years on Ottoman Empire.
Yes, colonized, invaded by the Ottomans.
Made us as well.
And
pay
the funny
taxes.
part about this it today is that Albanians watch a lot of Turkish movies. A
Soap
lot.
operas to be.
So it's true, you either die fighting the Ottomans or you live long enough to watch their movies.
Okay. And we forgot that in Deja was the tomb of Skanderbeg.
Oh yeah, the Thomas Skanderbeg.
Tomb of Skanderbeg. Some people are conspiracy theorists, not me, say that
I didn't even mention you. You
But
just
you were-
made it more suspicious.
you
that
were
said.
watching me just like you're the type.
Because I know you're the type of conspiracy theorist.
I think too much, and I read too much. So, okay. Some say that it's not the original tomb. The original tomb is in Vatican, but
What the fuck would the original tomb do in that?
I don't know. I don't believe that because
I know
Skanderbeg has not. We have as well Nan Teresa, which is a saint.
Okay, fine, but Skanderbeg,
Skanderbeg
yes,
is not
Skanderbeg is one of the soldiers of Christianity, according was a
Was.
fighter, was a knight for Christianity.
Yeah, but it didn't.
It
Sorry for
wasn't
the history.
purely about the religion. Trust me, none of these religious wars are actually religious wars.
And I love his quote. You haven't read that. He on last 2 years of his life, he wanted the alliance with the Vatican, with the Venice at that time,
Yes.
today Vatican, and with the Kingdom of Napoli, with both. He was a very good ambassador, we can say. He didn't kiss asses, but he kept very good connections, yeah, in good terms. They didn't give him the proper military support and troops, and he got disappointed that they kept him waiting, the both sides, and when they gathered on the Council of Cardinals, something like that at the time, they said that we don't want to support you because God has told us that you can't win the war. or he doesn't want to help you anymore, something like that.
Yeah.
And Skanderbeg at the end said to them that God has not authorized anyone to fight his battles.
Yes.
And he broke the terms with them, with anybody, but he resisted for 2 more years. And then on the 4th battle in Cruya, he wasn't there.
Yes.
When he was 3 times, we kept
won.
and we attacked them with
We
a good
won.
strategy, and we won.
But here's a fun fact about Skanderbeg. He said, when I die, leave my armory, the armor he
Yeah.
protected, leave my armor hanging from a tree so they think I'm there and they get the spooky so they don't come here. That is badass. I don't care what you say.
That is badass, but he gave the message that if just one stick, it gets broken.
Easily. It's a bunch of sticks,
A bunch of stick you can't.
break it easily.
But he told it to the wrong people,
yes, we don't listen.
because we lost 2 years after his death. And again,
Under the Ottoman Empire.
for 500 years.
Yes.
And
The next.
I think it was not very beneficial for us. 500 years, a lot,
No shit, sure.
a lot.
No shit, sure. Anyway, let's get back to the next city.
Okay.
It's
We
Bear.
talk about Iran, or we don't
Well,
have-
we can leave it for the last because it's the city with the least amount of history behind compared to these other cities.
You're concerned about history or the actual things in Iran?
I don't really think they're around today. Anyway,
Okay, so Berat
Berat.
or Duros?
Yeah, let's go to Berat.
Okay.
Then we can go to Duros. Berat, the city of 1,000 windows, because there is the city is structured in a hillside, so the houses are like on top of each other. Let's say they're not exactly on top, but like if this is the hillside, the houses are like this.
Yeah, but you forgot one window. It's 1001.
Yeah, 1,001 windows. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And there is the
Castle.
river of Osum. There's
Yeah.
the castle of Berat that
Yeah,
is very
castle.
nice. I fell in love when I first did this visit to the city. Of course, I'm going to visit it again.
No shit. No shit. This guy right here, when he went the first time, he was
Okay.
his
yeah,
jaw
yes,
went down and he was.
My jaw was on the floor. Okay.
Wow,
Okay.
what is this place? Because I was 2 times before him, but to leave the jokes behind, last year we can say that Berat has become more and more.
More and more
It has
populated.
become more and more populated and visited.
You're going to be served traditional food in the restaurants there, which are very nice. The ones by the riverside. There is winery there, winery cellars there as well. It's a very, very, very nice.
And some
place.
good pastries.
Yes, the mountain of Tomor
Mountain
is
of
there
Tomor is
as
very
well,
beautiful.
which is the second largest mountain in Albania, right behind the mountain of Kora.
And
So-
we can say that besides the lake, a little bit when you go down the road to Skrapar, you have the canyons of Osum, which are one of the 5 most visited places on these last years in Albania, as I've heard, and it's the perfect place to go rafting. So don't mind us, along the way we'll show some people enjoy rafting, because it's very, very good.
Yes.
We won't tell any kind of
The funny
stories
thing
or
about
anything.
the rafting is, especially in places like Osum, it's that it can go very bad very easily, and I love it for the adrenaline rush makes me hard.
But when you're not there, or
No,
when you're there.
I won't be there. It's fun as shit. Poor guy. You know I've done dumber shit.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yes. But to risk your own life, it's a little bit.
You know
More
I've
dumber?
risked my life.
Okay.
You're
Pe- Some people change, some people don't change. So. Okay, so we won't mention any kind of restaurants because unfortunately we don't have sponsors. Poor us. Don't cry.
Look at me. I can only afford to smoke 2 packs of cigarettes a day.
He wants 3.
Yes.
He wants to break records. And he says it too proudly that he enjoys smoking.
Yeah, cigarettes.
Perfect. Okay, so we can talk a little bit about our escaping place, Durrës.
Durrës, yes.
We have one of our friends' beach house there or apartment.
Yes.
And we can say about Durrës that it's very
Old.
very old with the name Durahu,
Yes.
the old name.
From the ancient Illyrians.
And Durrës was the center of the Illyrian empire or state. It was destroyed 3 times and rebuilt 4.
Yes.
One time by the Romans, one time by Ottomans. I think one time by an earthquake, again in Ottoman Empire.
Okay.
And if we can include, but it's not the 4th, sorry, but if we include the last the earthquake that happened 4 years ago,
Yes.
but it's not a rebuild, it's just
Some
architects,
some architects,
engineers.
Yes, quote unquote. Those motherfuckers made some bad fucking buildings there, apartment buildings, and a lot of people lost their life.
More than I think 60 or it was not a.
Even one is one. Even one.
It
is
was
one
not
thing.
a good thing, and but the good thing is that all the world helped us.
Yeah.
We can say,
Yes.
and we still think that everybody loves us.
I don't.
No, not you. Your people.
My people.
Yeah, stupid people.
You're the stupid one.
No, sorry. I'm.
It's okay.
No. Get off. We can say another thing for Durrës. Do you like the city or it's a little bit crowded?
It's a mishmash.
It's a mishmash. And the water there, it's what kind of color? We can say brown or
shit brown.
shit brown.
They ruined Durrës. Whether it's whether it is the port or the industrialization with these hotels that just ruin the ecosystem there.
Yeah, they put
their
people's
garbage.
shit. They put people's shit on the seesaw.
Yes.
But I've been a little bit of, I don't know, I'm not saying offended, but a lot of people offended when I say to them that if you look at the pictures of Durrës in the communist regime,
Yes, it was.
it was beautiful.
Yes.
Even Tirana, or if you say some other cities, I'm not saying it was perfect, but we see that was more
It was
nature
better
and more better kept.
Yes.
We can say the water
we need
was
to
blue.
live in harmony with nature. And no, this is not the
We love communism.
Yes, we don't love communism. Of course, we hate it. We're not also these activists about nature online. But come on, sometimes too much is too much.
And
we gotta tone it down a little bit.
yeah, but also greed. When greed comes
Yes.
there, and stupid people with greed, and stupid politicians with greed, and businessmen,
Yeah, stupid shit gets done.
stupid shit, and we love. We can say that we like Durrës because it's like an escape place, and also the most of the coolest things in Durrës is the theater. The theater was
my seal.
not
Oh,
that the
The amphitheater.
amphitheater, which was built by the Romans.
Yes.
And fun fact, we had the 2 battles with the Romans in Durrës,
Yeah.
first by King Agron and second by Queen Teuta, in alliance with the pirates.
Yeah, the ancient Illyrians were that progressive that they had a queen rule.
And
that's why they lost, because of Queen.
no, we
Teuta.
won with the queen.
We lost because of the guy?
No, we won and we lost the 3rd when the queen was dying.
Oh.
I think we kept the resistance. That's why sometimes history doesn't repeat itself. But the queen was clever to make alliances with the pirates, make some trade agreements with the Romans, But at the end we lost because Greeks and Albanians and everything. So again, Duros has a lot of things, but right now they are underground on the buildings. I was in a protest one time and it wasn't good. And people started to fight and everything. So right now we can say Korcha and Pogradec, two cities near each other. You were in Korcha but you didn't have the time to see.
Yes. I didn't
Korcha
know.
has become is the second city most visited these
Yes.
last years.
Yes, especially during the winter time because it has a lot of snow there, and there is a lot of places when you can go skiboarding. Also, the city is nice from what I've seen online. There is a church there.
The Orthodox Church,
Yes.
the big cathedral is very good, and also the center
Very good.
around is beautiful. They have the theater, the new theater Anton Zagochayute,
Oh yes, you know.
which has become more and more frequented
Yes.
by some acting troops or
Yes. Also, I believe that the first teaching
Yeah,
school
the
was in
Mosointoria.
Korcha.
Yeah, the
Mosointoria
Mosointoria.
was first building in Korcha.
I think it's 1878, something like that. But it was at a nasty time when the Ottoman Empire didn't allow Albanians
To learn.
to learn their language. Imagine, they don't want you to learn your language. It's a little bit.
They weren't colleagues. They weren't colleagues. They were colonizers.
Okay. Some.
Kendrick Lamar, right?
No. But I think that some offers from Turkish soap operas
Fuck them.
will get back. Well, they will not send it to you
Yes,
anymore.
yes, sure.
Okay, but I've been in Korcha and they also made the tower. It's a little bit a tower of Korcha, which they copied from the isolation towers in the north, in Shkodra, in Kukas. Those towers were for the people that were abandoned from the village or banished from the village, and they would take it as a punishment to stay there for 10 years or
Prisoners.
some, yeah, prisoners but banished from the villages. It was some kind of law at the time. We called the Canunia Flectugagin,
Yes.
which was the first constitute, you can say, in Albania. First laws,
Oh,
constitution. the
Yes, the first
constitution.
constitutional thing.
Okay, and that's the thing in Korcha, but they didn't have to do it in Korcha.
Yes.
So whatever. And the funny
Gosh.
part is that the football club of Korcha is called Skanderbeg. Because Skanderbeg was never
Yes.
in Korcha.
Albania.
A mystery, I can't solve it.
Yes.
And Pogradec is we can say a small city.
A small city, well known, best known for its ties to the Lake of Ohri, which 1/3 of it belongs to Albania.
And the deepest in the Balkans.
The deepest in the Balkans.
Yes, we have the largest.
It's a very
and the biggest, the
yes.
deepest.
Yes, it is a very beautiful place. I had the luxury of visiting it. I didn't go swimming, unfortunately, because I was going to work. But I sat there, I drank a coffee. The coffee was delicious, and the view was mesmerizing.
Yeah, it's a good city. Last year's also Pogradec has been visited, mostly in spring, autumn, but in winter it's not too much because of the snow and Korcha is more visited
Yes, it's
as well. And the funny thing is that Pogradec nowadays has become very populated by people that have emigrated and now have come back,
yeah.
and they enjoy the city. I've seen a documentary and people from America, from Albanians from America, and from some places they like Pogradec.
Okay, we're going to talk for a couple more cities and then we're going to finish it. Now, next city.
Okay, we have first we forgot Voskopoja, which Yanni loved and it's very beautiful.
I haven't seen it.
It's a good place to visit it. We have Girocastra.
Gjirokastra is one of the most beautiful and ancient cities in Albania. It has pretty much the same structure as Berat because they were both occupied by the Roman Empire.
And
There is parts of Ignatia that are around to Gjirokastra, they're also around to Berat. It has the difference in the structure is because Berat is set on a hillside, meanwhile Gjirokastra is set in a flatter side of Albania. But it's still very beautiful places. There is of course the
castle.
the castle of Gjirokastra. Also for the people there is this fuck, I forgot the name.
Well,
A stereotype about the people.
the stereotype.
Yes, that they are.
The cheapest.
Yeah, they're cheap. They're the cheapest Albanians, right next to.
Gerson, do you know where pomodorinis come from?
Shut the fuck up.
Girocastra.
Shut the fuck up.
Small tomatoes.
Shut the fuck up.
They have been stealing from us.
Oh my god! Anyway.
And also the Ismail Kadirates from Girocastra, our
Arguably the greatest writer ever.
arguably, but still.
Also, the dictator of Albania,
Right.
Roja, was also from Gjirokastra.
Why? Why? Tell me why.
Tell me why ain't nothing
But
what do you mean tell
Why
me?
should you have mentioned people like you?
What?
Why should have mentioned some stupid,
Why
some
did I have
some
to
piece
mention?
of shit
Okay,
like
the
yourself?
grammar is this. The grammar for that question you are trying to ask is why did you have to mention some piece of shit like him? That's the grammar of
Yes.
the sentence.
You know, why did you mention a piece of shit that is like yourself? Your category.
Not what? No, you're
If
not.
you had this place, you would have done worse. So
No, I'm a good person. No,
Yeah, and Apo is a liar.
No,
and Apo is a lie.
the fuck is that? You're being mean to me.
Yes,
Anyway.
yes, darling, sure. And also, if you watch some pictures on Google, Gjirokastra is very beautiful also from the air, so I recommend you visit it. And we lastly have chose to speak. We'll not speak about some cities in Kosovo because also they are very beautiful.
They're very beautiful, but it's going. First of all, it's going to make this podcast more redundant. The second of all, it's like it doesn't. It's not technically Albania. Technically, I want to focus on technically Albania. Plus, it would make it only longer, and we want you guys to go get off your lazy ass and check it for yourselves.
Check it, just Jakova, Pristina and Prizren, the three most
Well known.
well-known cities. Just visit there, and at the end of the day, read your books. They are for Albanian cities, but still, if we talk about them, it would be too long. And lastly, wow, we have the lastly and my favorites, Porto Palermo and Dermi. Let me spill my
Go on.
sauce. Okay, so Porto Palermo, it's a very beautiful place, just as you leave Himara, which also is very a beautiful small city, but only
It's a beautiful place.
it's a beautiful place. And Porto Palermo has the castle of Ali Pasha, which, for your information, he built it for his loving wife, Vasilikia.
Loving wife.
Loving.
The wife that
I
betrayed
wanted for you to spill that.
him. She betrayed him. He
Yeah.
died
Also,
in 85.
also his sons betrayed him,
Yes, of course.
and they
Because
they
the
sold him to
Ottomans,
the enemy.
Ottomans promised his sons that they're, once they killed him, they were going to let them rule the place. They trusted the Ottomans more than their own father.
And the last place to fall under the Ottomans, when Ali Pasha was resisting, and he created a small empire.
Yes.
We can say some territories in Albania, And the castle of Porto Palermo was the last
To fall.
so sorry to fall. And we can say as well that the castle is very beautiful. The also the road, near to the road, when you leave Porto Palermo, you have a face of the hill. You have a field with aloe veras, which is very very beautiful.
Wait, what do you mean by aloe veras?
Aloe vera,
Okay.
the plant.
Yeah, okay, I'll do this morning.
Yeah, but not the funny plants. The funny plants were in Girocastra, on the small village.
Okay, the village that shall not be named.
Shall not be named. Not anymore. And when you leave, we forgot, when we leave Porto Palermo, we will go in Butrint,
Yes.
the ancient city. In Butrint, as well as in Apollonia and Fier, they were ancient cities as well as military schools. In Apollonia, you had the nephew of Julius Caesar,
Yes.
Octavian August, which later he became the emperor when Caesar fell. And Butrint as well is one of the ancient ones. I don't remember exactly the dates. It was a multicultural place that people would come from Thracia, from Greece, from the ancient
anywhere,
Greece, and from
basically.
yeah,
It was sort of a capital.
a capital of trading, of culture, of everything. Also, one of the ancient theaters, the amphitheater of Butrint,
Yes.
is one of the oldest and has done a lot of good dramas there.
Yes.
And lastly, Dermit. Tell me. You have come a lot of times.
Yeah, I've been in Dermi, I've seen the beach, it was beautiful. It has been started being industrialized. Unfortunately, I have not been there in the last 3 years. Yes,
Something like that. 3 years.
2 or 3 years.
3 summers.
Yes, but I remember it being very beautiful. I hope that they incorporate the industrialization of the meat better than they did to Cruz or with Serrano, because those cities have become a shit show.
You don't know shit. What's this happening?
Yeah.
You don't know shit. More hotels than restaurants. More discos that mostly they have shitty music. They have also shitty people going there with their stupid guns. And the music doesn't stop at 12, which is the low.
We can't have nice things.
But the nature there is more than beautiful.
It's still beautiful, I just hope they don't ruin the nature as well.
You have the 2 villages, Palas and Dermi. You have the ancient monastery in Dermi. You have the house of Petromarco the writer. You have in the Palasa village and the oldest tree. We call it Rapi. We will pronounce the proper name in English, which is 815 years old, something like that. Yeah. As well.
Is that Rap a vampire?
I think. Maybe. Maybe. And as well, you have the Logara mountain with the national park built in these last 3 years, and the beautiful nature, the flag tree there. You have the tunnel that has been built this year,
Yes.
but for your information, next year with cake.
A lot of places in Europe do the same, so
Okay.
I'm
And-
not surprised.
And fun fact, and I think we don't have any more, that also the white roads near to the Palasa village are very, very beautiful. We put it here, but please visit.
Go check it out.
Go check them out and visit. We have the fact that on the Palasa coast, the Julius Caesar landed, and from there he went down to the Logara mountain, and he shortened and kept his enemy Pompey, which they fought in the Rock of Cavaya with each other. He beat him by surprise. He ambushed him by surprise because he created a road in Logara with his army, which was the name in Albania. And we have the Cave of the Pirates there, which the pirates will go there and hide and keep their headquarters there. And that's the reason that the Dermi village and Paljasa villages are on top of the hills. Or down the hills, we can say, because they were afraid of the pirates. Nature is very beautiful.
But
I hope
people are
that
scared.
they don't destroy it.
I fucking hope otherwise.
We can't say
people
anything
will
about
start.
Tirana, you think, because a lot of
There is not much in Tirana, there is not a lot of history, plus the first place the tourists are going to come is Tirana. So, it's been redundant, it's been done to hell.
build it, rebuild it.
Yes, and I don't like Tirana.
You and me are very bored with Tirana.
Of course we live here.
We live here, but people don't see it as we are.
Paris is not special to people in Paris. So.
Okay,
Yeah, it's the same.
it's the same, but as well, the buildings, the smoke, a lot of problems.
It's become a mishmash.
A mishmash, but
Oh.
at the end of the day, we
As
can
you
do
can
shit.
see, even from the expressions on my face, we are going to end it here.
And
Thank you for watching till the end. If you have watched, please like, subscribe, comment, do all those good shit, and see you guys next time.
This is a man's world. This is a man's